Do you feel like there's something missing? Like we can never find happiness? And do you also feel like you have to purchase more and more or do more and more to try to find that missing piece of the puzzle? The puzzle being life and the missing piece being happiness. If you want to know what could help you live a more purposeful and meaningful life, then keep listening. But before we go any further, if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button so that way you guys can stay up to date with the latest videos on how to be your own you. Alright, let's go. I want you to think for a second when you were younger and you were in school. You remember that class called Happiness 101? Where your teacher walked in and said, "Kids, today we're going to learn about how to be happy." I'm almost 100% sure that you never took that class, because there was no such thing. We were never taught how to be happy or find true happiness. We were actually conditioned to think that buying something, becoming something, or looking a certain way will make you happier. And we're still, to this day, through social media, taught that doing these things will bring you genuine happiness. But in reality, it'll never satisfy that hunger. We see it every day with Instagram. You pop it open and boom, Alex bought a brand new S-Class Mercedes and looks like he's untouchable. Nothing can touch him. He's on top of the world. And then you scroll down and boom, Brittany got married for the second time with the third love of her life, is on her fourth honeymoon in Hawaii, living happily ever after. Now don't get me wrong, I always wish everyone a very happy, successful life. We all go through ups and downs, but majority of the time, when you look at social media, you only see the ups. You'll never see the downs. Very, very rarely does anybody post about being sad or crying or depressed or whatever it is. So what you see on social media is not always real. But knowing this, what do? We see those pictures and we compare ourselves to them. So our hunger, that satisfaction that we're looking for, is now compared to someone else's. We're conditioned into thinking that we should compare our lives to these people who live these fancy lifestyles. We're conditioned into thinking that buying the biggest house or having the highest paying job or the fastest car makes us better than others in a way. But that's not true. Your genuineness, who you are and what you do for the world and for your family and friends around you, that makes you more you than getting this kind of stuff. Now, since we're talking about satisfying hunger, let me put it this way. 99.9% of the time, somewhere in the world, there will always be someone with a fancier plate of food than you. So if you don't like what's on yours and you keep looking at theirs, you'll never ever be satisfied. There are a ton of people in this world who have very little to absolutely nothing, who live a very happy life. How can this be? Because it's all about the simple, genuine things like acceptance, purpose, and appreciation. These are just 3 core values that I've implemented in my life that have helped me figure out more of who I am and who I want to become. For each of these, I'm going to use myself as an example. First, purpose. Your purpose is always changing. But at this point in my life, my purpose is to inspire others to focus on their mental health and help them become who they want to be. Through doing this, I feel more fulfillment every day knowing that I'm making this kind of change in the community. Next, acceptance. This is easier said than done, trust me. And I still struggle with this sometimes, but through acceptance, I'm able to take out the expectation and accept things for what they are. They say the formula for happiness is reality minus expectation equals happiness. The way you have it planned in your head can't be the way that it goes every single time. That's just not possible. The odds of that happening are pretty much none. Maybe a few times, yes, things go your way and that's exactly what you wanted, but for that to happen every single time forever, not possible. So if you accept the way of life, you'll be much more happier because you're living in acceptance and things are going in a way that you're not expecting. They're just going. It's just the flow of the river, right? The universe has a certain flow, and accepting this flow will actually give you back more control in your life. I know it sounds crazy, but controlling what you can control and not focusing on what you can't control will actually give you back more control. It's all a mind game. You got to know how to play it. And thirdly, appreciation. If you don't appreciate what you have now, you'll never have what you appreciate later. So that unsatisfied feeling will remain forever. Honestly, that's all I'm gonna say about appreciation. I'm gonna cut it off there because I'm gonna let that marinate. To satisfy this hunger, focus on the now. Before we wrap up, I wanna read you guys something that I wrote. I'm gonna look on the screen and read it from here, but I want you guys to hear this. You are a living, breathing, functioning human being who has light inside of you. If you're alive, you have a purpose. You're not here for no reason. Appreciate your breath. Appreciate the car you're driving, the home that shelters you, the loved ones who surround you with unconditional love, the food on your table, and the clothes on your back. Because the truth is, some people really don't have any of that. It's not hard to find true happiness. It's closer to you than you think. You just have to change your perspective. In this journey of fulfillment, you'll notice you finding yourself more and more and heading towards who you want to be. That's why it's called Be Your Own You. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up and also that subscribe button so that way when we release new videos, you guys get notified. And of course, that notification bell. And also, if you need anyone to talk to, feel free to reach out via Instagram. I'd be happy to help to the best of my abilities. And of course, if I can help, I'd be happy to provide some resources. If it's an emergency, make sure to call 911. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Keep your head up, stay positive, and of course, the most important thing of all, be your own you. Take care.